Hi everyone, welcome back to the Casual Watch Review channel. So today I wanted to do a little bit of a review on a watch that appeared in my State of the Watch collection, but we've not actually kind of had like a closer look at it yet. So I got a couple of comments on this actually when I put it in that State of the Watch collection video. So if you've not seen that, then definitely check it out. And I think it was more around the why I sold the SKX and not basically this old Swatch watch. So let's kind of talk about the watch first, why I've got it in my collection. So you'd be forgiven by seeing this and not thinking it was a Swatch because it doesn't have that kind of like circular shape that we're used to seeing, or that's more common on Swatch watches, that very distinctive kind of circular case that they have. It's actually a rectangular case. So this watch was actually, well, not this one, but one that was exactly the same. I since repurchased this. Was one of the few watches that I actually got bought as a Christmas present off my parents. So I used to be a big James Bond fan when I was young, and they got me this when I was much older, and I actually didn't really think much of it, and I ended up selling it. But then a few years ago, I got kind of, or a couple of months ago actually, I got all nostalgic about it and wanted to buy it back because it was such a cool little watch. And also, you know, they're quite rare, these. This particular one was from the movie Die Another Day, which was one of the Pierce Brosnan films. Now, this might be controversial, but Pierce Brosnan was personally one of my favourite Bonds. I mean, Die Another Day was never as good as GoldenEye, but still a great film. Very iconic car chase on the ice there, and I believe Halle Berry was the Bond girl in it. So Swatch released, I believe in 2002, a whole series of these watches that were James Bond inspired, and they were actually named after the films. They also later did villains watches, so actually watches to the villains, and some of these are actually quite valuable. I'm not sure about this one. I mean, I got this one for $30, but I've seen it ranging up to like $500 on some sites, and I think there's still some regularly on eBay around the $175 mark. So anyway, let's get round to doing a quick review of it. So first off, it's as we can see, it's a rectangular case on here. What's also unusual for a Swatch is it actually has this deployant clasp on it. Now, it's a very basic deployant clasp, but still kind of nice to see on a Swatch watch, not something that we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing kind of a buckle on a Swatch watch. So on the inside, we've got Swatch and then genuine leather on there. So as you can see, this has hardly been worn. We've got Die Another Day embossed, and then 2002 embossed on there as well. Now, one of the interesting features about this watch is not only does it have this rectangular case design, but as you'll see from the back, so not only is it rectangular, but it's actually a reverso as well. So if we reverse it over, it's got that, there's that very distinctive James Bond looking down the barrel of a gun from the opening title sequence on there. So I think they had this as kind of like a top secret watch, that it just looked like an ordinary piece of jewelry until you kind of flipped it over and there was the watch. So from the front, we've got the hands. It's a very clean dial, but as we can see, we've got 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, 006 there, and actually the hour hand does point at, like, you can see now it's like 4:45, so it's actually pointing at 005 there, and then they've actually put the 007 actually at the 7 o'clock position, which I guess is quite cool, and then we've got Swatch underneath there, so a very clean kind of dial. Now, if I flip it over to set the time, you actually move this thing sideways. This took me a while to figure out, actually. You flip this sideways, pull it out, and then that's actually kind of how you set the time there. One of the questions I guess I had was, where do you put the battery in? So it hasn't got that very, distinctive screw case on the back here. So what you do is you have to kind of like flip it sideways, remove the kind of module from the housing there, and then if we turn it over, we get a sneak peek here actually. So these two kind of like things here are how it fastens in. But if we flip it over, we then open up the back, and there it is. So there's the battery case. Now, I would never swim with this because this doesn't look very secure, even though it has got a seal on it there. But there we go. We can see the back off. Actually, the seals come off it there. I mean, there is a kind of water seal on it. I think they do say it's 30 meters, but I definitely wouldn't risk it. So I'll put that back on there. So just a very quick video. I just wanted to talk through this and actually the reasons why I have got it in my collection. I haven't got a lot of sentimental value to it anymore, so actually it might be on the kind of to-go list very soon, but quite a cool watch for anybody that's kind of like a James Bond fan or even a Swatch watch fan, because this is a very unusual design. They're actually, I'm not sure how many there was, but you can actually get like a case with them all in, like an aluminium case, and I imagine that would be quite valuable if you've got the whole set and you've kept them in good kind of pristine condition. They kind of vary in price. So just a quick video for us here today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any comments, leave them in the comments section down below. And I will catch you all next time on the Casual Watch Review channel. Thanks, guys. Bye.